I feel like when our pilots hit some other pilot with a missile, it's not because his aim is really good. It's because the targeting computer said, "You ready?"
You know, the F-22 only has 3 confirmed kills in its 25 years of operation, and the first one was that Chinese weather balloon.
That's Russian propaganda.
Wow, that's the first confirmed kill. That Chinese weather balloon bugged me because, okay, when we lost in Vietnam, in large part, it was because we expected it to be a lot like the war in North Korea, right? We've recently been to war. We know how war is. And the Vietnamese didn't fight by any of the rules we expected them to. There wasn't even a well-defined front line. It was this sort of mixy thing where they're just hiding in the trees near us, among us, taking shots, disappearing, etc. Really hard to kill these guys. They didn't fight like previous. But anyway, I feel like we are currently prepared for a war in the 1980s. We have very expensive battleships, aircraft carriers, etc. And we have not a lot, but we have very, very good planes. And you brought up the weather balloon. What did we spend? Like $15 million to down that $5,000?
Oh, not that. Probably
really.
Probably 100,000.
Knowing the U.S. military, probably fucking 20 million.
What's a Sidewinder missile cost, Zach? I'm going to say it's $180,000 to $220,000.
I don't know enough to even begin to dispute this.
Well, I know that's what they shot.
Every
shot it with
time they fly the F-22, it's $85,000. So just taking off, we're 85 grand in the hole.
That's if they don't refuel midair.
And then a Sidewinder missile is another $500,000. So we're up to 600,000. All right. So I've vastly exaggerated, unless you want to start amortizing the amount that the plane cost and the pilot training cost per kill. Then we're probably at like a ridiculous amount.
No, Woody, this is good content. Let's amortize all the expenses.
Right. So it was 600 grand at a minimum. And then if you start looking at how much the plane cost and how much the pilot cost to train and all that fun stuff, the organization around it, all the other people, then we get into big, big bucks. Is our military even set up to win wars now?
I think so.
We think so, but we're American.
We've got enough raw
if we
money.
were inviting Ukraine, they'd be launching $600 drones at us and won't stop.
I think
we'd be like, we took Kiev in a day, but the war's been lasting another 19 years.
As with most wars, it comes down to raw manufacturing. And so if China decided to go a cheaper route, they could out-manufacture us in a way that's crazy. Just assuming a U.S.-China war.
You take out the dam, they won't be making squat.
That's actually true. That is like the biggest. Like if I were playing a game of AoE or Civ or any strategy game, and it was like, warning, 500 million of your population are under this dangerous dam, I'd be like, rectify immediately. Let's rectify this. Let's get it taken care of. And they're like, oh, that's not my problem. Like
I think we're all good. I think we're all good. I don't think anybody wants to fuck with us other than these little terror groups like the fucking Houthis. The Houthis tweeted. It's so funny. Our enemies tweet at us now. The Houthis tweeted this picture of a bunch of American coffins floating in the ocean and a battleship sinking in the background. It's like, what are you doing?
They tweeted that?
Yeah, they tweeted it.
Scorched earth. Fuck these people. Let's absolutely melt them.
They did.
Israel would love that.
Tweeting at us.
They literally went and blew up a bunch of them that day. Like I think that Trump was like, that can't stand. And he sent airstrikes.
It's easy to beat.
Mr. President, they're shit posting. Shut that right down.
Wait till he finds out about Gavin Newsom.
I think we're good. I think that we can shoot missiles from submarines right off people's coasts that they can't detect and they can't stop. And we've got just so many of them. And just those aircraft carriers.
And then they hit us back with a jet ski next time we're at dock.
What can we detect? Can we detect all these exactly what Woody's saying? They make a horde of low tier stuff that can still provide enough oomph to fuck up infrastructure. Like, what do we do?
Next time that submarine gets more food and they send 18 jet skis with no people and bombs.
From where, though? Who is they and where are they sending them from?
China.
They got to
somewhere.
because our boats are in like Norfolk, Virginia, or
They are
Pearl
now.
Harbor.
What if they restock in the Mediterranean?
Pearl Harbor, notoriously impervious. I see your point.
I don't think the Greeks are gonna. I don't think the Greeks are gonna attack us. I just don't think anybody can. I don't think they can.
Don't
and
take
I think
your
if
eyes
they
off
do,
those shifty, hairy
the
Greeks.
consequences would be terrible. Like if we were at war with Ukraine right now, I bet we could kill Zelensky right now. I bet we know where he is and we could blow him up.
Yeah, he's probably like hanging out with someone asking for money. We know exactly.
I bet if we wanted to, we could zap Vladimir Putin at will. I really do. I just think we've spent so much money, and I know a lot of it goes.
Do you think they can't?
I kind of agree with you, and then I also think it took like a decade to find Bin Laden.
It did.
Well, he wasn't he wasn't the leader of a nation. He was living in that fucking compound, protected by Pakistan. You know, 2 miles from their best military training school in Pakistan. That I see what you're saying, but I just think that if we're dealing with a peer, then we're talking about China, right? That's it. Who else?
I mean, like you were saying, we could zap Putin, but I mean that would be pretty easy because we could just ice all of Moscow. By that logic,
no, I think we could blow Putin individually up with a missile.
They could take out our president just by icing all of DC.
Well, that's two different things. So I'm talking about just hitting Putin with a missile. You're talking about like full mutually assured destruction where everybody
distinction without a difference, as far as I can tell. Like if we took them out, they could take us out.
I don't think that they don't have the capability to do that. They absolutely don't have the ability to launch a missile from anywhere and hit Washington D.C. that's not an intercontinental ballistic missile. Like we could fly planes in there and do it. We could shoot missiles from far away. We have them surrounded with our bases. If you've seen those maps of U.S. bases that surround Iraq and Saudi Arabia and all those areas, it's just as bad for the Russians. The
United States funds the military the way I fund roads in civilization. Like you think it's cool, then you realize it's draining your economy to maintain this interstate highway system.
You guys
it's only $1 trillion a year. It's a cool trillion a year. You know, and a trickle down economics.
Why have you devoted all your resources to highway construction? Well, so
guess what? Here on the home front, the frowny faces are increasing.
I think we'll see how we handle the Venezuelans.
Frowny faces.
We'll see how we handle
the Venezuelans. The true threat. Thank God that's addressed.
I mean, you know, narco terrorists.
Just keep blowing up the fucking fentanyl dealers in the water, and and not letting them in the country. Bada bing, bada boom. No reason to get involved with Venezuela.
Well, he doesn't like
Why
Maduro.
do you think we're going after Venezuela?
Because Trump's political ally has been imprisoned for election fraud, and he doesn't get along with Maduro, and Maduro doesn't want to do things that he wants to do economically or militarily or in any other way. And he talked shit about Trump.
It's the largest oil reserve on Earth by a lot. And so we probably...
Is Maduro fairly elected? I looked it up and I thought he wasn't. But I
thought Maduro was the current president and the other guy was in prison, but I may be wrong.
I thought we fomented almost a color revolution to get Maduro in. So he should be agreeing with us, right? I could be totally wrong in thinking of a different country.
There was some election fraud, and their former president is in prison right now because of it, I think. And their current president does not get along with us, and they've been trading barbs back and forth.
Well, then he better get along with us because it's fucking Venezuela.
Okay, Maduro's elections have been widely disputed as unfair and undemocratic by a significant portion of the international community.
So he's the guy in prison?
That's risky, though. Because that same community said that Bashar al-Assad wasn't elected duly in Syria when he was.
Is Maduro the current president who's in office, or is he the one in prison?
Maduro is the one currently in office, and they say he did not win his seat fairly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if the other guy won his seat fairly, if that's a good reason to flip it back.
Well, they're on the brink of war down there. We've got so many assets down there in the Caribbean, and we're blowing their boats up every single day, it seems like.
Is that right? I thought it was just twice. Am I way off?
I've seen multiple. I saw that one video, like I said, of the guy with the Barrett 50 cal shooting the engine on the boat and them going and fucking with it. And I've seen at least, I don't know, 3 videos of one was thermal, one was color, of them just blowing boats up.
That's cartel shit, though. That's not like
we say
they're military.
Well, we say it's cartel. They say it's fishermen.
Oh, well, that's retarded. Yeah, how pretty clearly cartel stuff.
I think they claimed to have captured a CIA agent about a month ago too.
Like, I'm not one to blindly agree with Trump, but they're fishermen in speedboats going like 70 miles an hour.
Woody, don't ask questions except for them critically.
Swordfish are fast.
It didn't look like it.
What we like to do is to go like 70 miles an hour and scare all the fish and then not catch any.
I mean,
That's
you
part of our
do
fishing.
want some speed to get to and from the fishing. At least when I went offshore fishing, you know, you do that kind of quickly, but not. These are like cigarette boats ish.
Yeah. Maybe it was doing the Hank Hill thing where like it turns out fentanyl is the ultimate way to catch fish. you can't.
They
get
have,
them off.
Like I've said before, their militia is like 6 million men strong or something, and I don't remember how many Marines we have down there, but it ain't.
This is exactly the kind of war we could fight for 25 years.
Well, it depends what your goals are. Like I think if you fucking
to support Raytheon, obviously.
Yes. Kyle, how do you think
we can do that from the air though? I don't know. I don't think Raytheon makes landing craft.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not care about Lockheed Martin?
I do care about Lockheed Martin. They're an American company. I want them to do well, and they make some amazing aircraft for us that keep us safe and keep the wolves away from the door. Help us keep this American hegemony going into the 21st century. Yeah, I love Lockheed. Why wouldn't you? What do you have against Lockheed?
Nothing. I think that they're a
McDonnell Douglas guy. It's not bad.
Dude, McDonnell Douglas, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, Boeing. These are countries.
Not all of
them. These are corporations that help me as an American.
All I'm hearing is like
things
Ferrari,
are getting
Lamborghini,
expensive.
and I'm thinking like, yes, they make the coolest machines on the planet, and we fly them. They make the most deadly weapons in the world. They make the Javelin missile system that makes tanks not even matter.
They should put my fucking name on the side of it with how much taxes we're paying, and it's all going to that shit. We should all get our own little name, not just for like Zionist politicians to sign bombs that are going to kill children waiting for the fucking flour. We should get to write our own shit.
What do you think they were going to do with that flour? Do you know how explosive it can be when it's atomized?
You don't have to tell me, brother.
You ever see a grain silo explosion? How'd you like to see one of those in the middle of Tel Aviv? Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.